Turn it up.
Hey, what you doing?
Hi. We're very important business business.
For a corporation, that's
We
real.
work with bananas.
Yeah.
We in a grocery
store
Compendium.
that sells compendium
store
that sells food like bananas.
particularly long yellow ones like
Yep. We're good. The long yellow food produce item things.
yes. Yeah, but we're trying to calculate
Exactly.
calculate the numbers of bananas on our table, but customers just keep taking away my bananas,
We're adding them,
and then we're putting them back, and I just don't know how many are here.
and we need to keep track of these things, but we never know how many bananas are there ever. I don't know how we do this.
It sounds like problem 2 of the free response portion of the 2017 AP Calculus AB exam. Could this help you?
Wait.
Point t cubed. It's perfect.
It's gorgeous.
We can use this.
It's a work of art.
We can build our army
Build the empire
of bananas.
of bananas and legitimate, yeah, for produce. Yep.
So for the 2017 AP Calculus free response question, number 2, it says when a certain grocery store opens, it has 50 pounds of bananas on the display table. Customers remove bananas from the display table at a rate modeled by ft equals 10 plus 0.8t times sine of t cubed over 100 within the domains 0 and 12, where f of t is measured in pounds per hour and t is the number of hours after the store opened. After the store has been open for 3 hours, store employees add bananas to the display table at a rate modeled by gt equals 3 plus 2.4 times the natural log of t squared plus 2t within the domains of 3 and 12. Okay, problem A asks, how many pounds of bananas are removed from the display table during the first 2 hours the store is open? Well, we are given that ft is the rate modeled by which customers remove bananas, so we're going to use that. And we know that since it is the first 2 hours, it will be how many bananas are removed between 0 to 2 hours. So we're going to write f of t equals the integral of 0 to 2 of f of t, which is basically 0 to 2 of 10 plus 0.8t times sine of t cubed over 100. Now, do I really want to take the integral of this? No, I want to eat my banana. So we're going to input this into our calculator, which I've already set. We'll input f of t into y of 1, and we should get some kind of graph like this, where if we zoom out, it should appear like this. Lots of nice wiggly lines. I'm still waiting. Ta-da! And that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to clear it out. And to find the integral of this, we're going to go to Math, scroll down to 9 with the integral function. And since we know it is within the domains of 0 to 2, we'll input those. And instead of typing the whole thing out, we can just input y of 1. So it'll be alpha f4 1 with respect to x. And when we put that in, that'll equal 20.05117518. But on the calculus exam, they want us to round to 3 units. So it'll be 20.051 pounds of bananas. Wow, 20.05 pounds of bananas. That's a lot to be taken within 2 hours. I mean, bananas aren't even that good, so I don't know why people would even get them in the first place. I mean, there's apples, oranges, which are a lot better. So I don't know why people even like bananas. It's pretty good. Okay, some problems that people may have with this problem is that they may try to take the integral of all of this, which is a lot of work. And since calculator is allowed in this problem, it is easier just to input it in. Or they may have used the wrong domains. Instead of 0 to 2, somehow it is possible they could have done 0 to 12 or something ridiculous like that. And this is a problem is worth 2 points. One, for showing the integral and that you understand what it's asking for, and for providing the answer using the correct units, which is 20.05 pounds of bananas.
So the part B of the problem is we have to find the derivative of the f function, which is 10 plus 0.8t multiplied by the sine of t cubed over 100 on the interval 0 to 12. So to do that, since this is a calculator allowed problem, we can put the equation in our calculator, and if the window is friendly, we can have it look like that. And then if we do some fancy schmancy calculus stuff, we can hit calculus, second calculate, this button here to this button here on this calculator, and then go to 7 and press enter. And it will give you a value of negative 8.11954 as shown there. So that's how you do that problem easily. You can also do it by hand. I don't know why you would do that, because that hurts people and it's not fun. And then input 7 for x after you take the derivative. But just be careful when carrying units, because the 10 will go away and then it'll just get messy. So the meaning of f prime of 7 would be that at t equals hours, 7 hours, that would be the amount of bananas on the table will be decreasing at negative 8.1195, which means that there would be less bananas on the table. In order to earn points for part B of this problem, you must include 2 essential points. You must include the value of f prime of 7, and it must equal negative 8.12. You must also explain what this value means, because even though this is a math test, it also tests your English skills.
Wow.
You must say that after 7 hours, the rate at which bananas are being removed is decreasing by 8.12 pounds per hour. So per hour squared. Yeah!
Part C of this year problem 2, you gotta consider both of these functions. You got this f function, where you got these customers taking the bananas off, and you got this g function, which is always put the bananas back on. Now, the way to solve this is basically you put the functions into your calculator. Doesn't get too much more complex than that. You got your y1 and you got your y2, and then you get a good old graph. And I drew it out for y'all so you can see it. So then you find the value at it's your t equals 5. For this f of t function, at t equals 5, you got 13.796, meaning they're taking off 13.796 bananas. Now here on g of t at t equals 5, it's 11.533, meaning we're putting bananas back on. 11.533 of them. How do you put on 0.533 banana? I don't know, but I just do what the function says. We got these values. We show that this here f of t is greater than this here g of t at t equals 5. And since f of t is the decreasing function, we say the number of bananas is decreasing at t equals 5.
Wow.
Pretty easy to get the points on this one. You just got to make sure you get the right value 1, the right value 2, and you know what these functions are, so you can say the bananas are decreasing. We're losing our bananas. Now, the fun part of part C, the points. You get 2 points. 1 for including g of 5 and f of 5, and 1 point for the correct answer, -2.263, and that indicates that the number of pounds of bananas at t equals 5 is decreasing.
How's it going, AP Calculus students? Part D of this problem involves finding the total amount of bananas remaining on the table after a certain amount of time. We all know how many bananas are there, so let's figure it out. In order to do this, we have to take the f function, which is the decreasing function, the g function, the increasing function, and the initial value of the bananas, how many there were to start with before the pesky customers came in and started taking them off the table, which was 50. So we take the integral of f and the integral of g, and we add and subtract them respectively to the initial value, and we get the answer, 23.347 bananas. Now, common mistakes made on this problem is using either the first and foremost g of t function only, which is false. It is wrong, because that will only give you how many bananas were added to the table. It won't incorporate how many bananas were decreased, or the initial value of the bananas. You have to be aware, self-consciousness. The second pitfall is not including the initial value of the bananas. We started with some bananas, we can't just lose bananas if we don't have any to lose. Life metaphor. The third and final fatal mistake often made by calculus students who don't know what they're doing is that when taking the integral of the g of t function, that will start from 0 to 8 instead of 3 to 8. The g of t function doesn't begin until t equals 3. Do not be that guy. Start with 3 to 8. I implore you.
In order to achieve full possible points on part D of this problem, you must include the integral of g of t dt and the integral of f of t dt. You must also include the answer of 23.347 bananas.
Wow.
There are 3 points possible on this question. You must include both integrals and the answer to earn full points for this question.
This makes so much sense. Thank you, Mystery Banana Man, who I shall henceforth call Datina. You have been a tremendous help in our exploration for grocery quantification.
It is my pleasure and my honor.